Hello everyone, this is Magical Sudipti, the Mental Fitness and Transformation Coach. Today I am here to talk about connecting the dots. And I would like to tell you two different stories about it. So, when we are a child, we learn how to connect the dots and write A, B, C, D. And at that moment, we used to create different pictures while connecting the dots and we used to move forward. But in life, you move backward. You look backward in order to understand and connect the dots, that what is it life all about for you, what is your life's purpose. So let's understand like what I did and how I am now connected to you. So when I was a child, I heard a story about Akbar and Birbal, that once upon a time Akbar and Birbal were going for a walk, and during the walk that Akbar got hurt in his finger, and because of which he got infection and this finger was removed, half of the fingers was removed. When Birbal came to see Akbar about his wound, and he said that God has the best plan and everything happens for good. So Akbar got upset and he asked his courtier to put Birbal into jail. After a few days, Akbar went for hunting towards the jungle, and the tribal group saw Akbar and caught him for the sacrifice. Now, when they took Akbar for the sacrifice, suddenly they realized that his body was not full because half of the finger was removed. So the tribal group let him free because they could not sacrifice Akbar. Now Akbar realized that why did Birbal said that everything happens for good and God has the best plan. He came back to his kingdom and he asked the courtiers to release Birbal, and asked Birbal that, Birbal, this is what happened today, and now I realize why you said that God has the best plan and everything happens for good. But you tell me, I am safe, but how come it is a good plan, it's the best plan for you? Birbal said that, Rajaji, if you would have taken me along with you for hunting, because we generally go together, you would be saved because of your cut finger, but my body was full, so I was sacrificed in place of you. So I am also saved. So thank you so much. So this means that God has the best plan. And I heard this story and I believed somehow on this story. Unfortunately, during my life, in early childhood, it is about almost more than a decade ago, and I was facing that time also I was facing a tough time, and I was feeling lonely, I was feeling devastated, I was alone, without parents, without money, because there was a job cut in the company, so I was not having money as such. So I was feeling like doormat because I used to keep pleasing others, sacrifice myself, my happiness, my values for others. So I was feeling unwanted and completely shattered and lonely because I believe that my friends are busy and I could not ask them for help, or maybe I could not share my things, or maybe I felt, since I was a very average kind of a student, so I felt that I am not good for anything. So I had very low self-esteem as well, and I was not treating myself well, I was not feeding myself well. So I fall ill and I was asking for death, unfortunately. I was so ill and mentally upset as well, because of which I was asking for death, that God, please give me death, I don't want to live anymore. And then suddenly one fine day, while conducting my training session, I got faint, and then I went to the doctor, and the doctor said that, call someone, I will discuss the reports with someone from your family. I realized that no one will come from my family because I had no one back then, and I had tried and convinced the doctor to tell me, but the doctor denied. I somehow told the doctor that, okay, I'll bring someone, please give me the reports. I took the reports and consulted it with Google and checked what has happened really. And I saw the first two words were brain tumor. I was diagnosed with brain tumor, though it was the early stage, but looking just at brain tumor, I was devastated, I was shattered, and I was feeling like so lonely. Why me? What is good in this? And I have always believed that God has the best plan. What is happening with me? What do you want from me? I was unable to understand. And then suddenly I looked up the sky and I feeling like bursting out loud and asking from God that, what is it that you want from me? And then suddenly, because I was reading a lot of books, I wanted to live this life, but I had no hope. I was unable to find out the next course of action. So I suddenly realized, okay, I was asking for death and you gave me. This is what happens when we unintentionally or unknowingly ask for something and God gives us. So if it is about me asking something from God, then I should rather ask something good about myself. So I started looking forward that what is it that I can do now to better my situation. So I looked up towards the sky and I said that I am paying the price. God, I am paying the price, and this means I am going to get something extremely magical in my life. And that day I decided to be the source of support, a Jamvant, a Krishna, a trusted advisor for all those who are considering themselves to be lonely. And I thought that someday I will be the survivor guide for a lot of people. And that day and since then, when I look at my life now, I can connect the dots, how I learned and how I am the strength for so many people. So friends, now I can believe, now since I am connected to all of you, now I can make out that I thank God that whatever tough time which came to my life, my parents left me, the job at that time, the job loss, the health loss, whatever thought process, whatever happened, this all happened because of some reason. And now when I connect the dots, I look back and see that now I've written the book, I am doing a lot of recordings, I have created a positive difference to so many lives all over the world. There are a lot of people who have actually felt that I have created the positive difference to their life. And I love to empower people. I simply love to empower people. When I see the smile on the face of the person who is talking to me, I feel like empowered. I feel that इससे ज़्यादा ज़िंदगी में अच्छा कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता. And I just feel that, okay, this is called connecting the dots. So what you are supposed to do if you are facing the tough time? Because see, we cannot connect the dots while looking forward. We can always connect the dots when we look backward. So in case if you are facing tough time, then you have to do just two things. One, you have to keep putting in efforts, whatever you can do to better the situation. So you have to believe that you have a choice, because life is all about choices. We are the outcome of our choices right now. And if we choose something else, maybe we'll get the better results. So you have to believe that you still have a choice, and you have to put in efforts at how you can better the situation. This is one. And have faith, 100% faith, blind faith in the fact that God always has the best plan for all of us. Don't worry if you are unable to understand now. Maybe after a year or so, you will turn back and see that, okay, this was the reason that because of which I was facing that time. So I'm sure you will be able to take these two steps. These are very simple steps, yet a little challenging. But if you align your thoughts, if you are mindful, if you really want to bring in quality in your life, then please do these two simple steps. You can never know what positive will come out of this difficult situation. Our greatest troubles, our greatest struggles becomes our blessing in disguise. We still have a lot of things we are unable to look at. And believe me, all these tough times become the blessing for you when you look back in your life. And even I have heard this word connecting the dots from Steve Jobs' story. And it really makes sense to me that when I look back and see. So I'm sure once you look back in your life, you will be able to understand what is the purpose of your life and why you are facing tough time. So you have got to find what you love. I love to empower people. I love to spread positivity in people's life. I love to see people smiling. I love to energize people. I love to simplify the complicated situations, because I love simple things. And I feel and I believe that life is really very simple. We don't need to complicate it. It is just the way it is. So thank you for listening to me. I hope I added some value to your life, and I hope you will try these two simple steps and will find out how to connect the dots, because art of connecting the dots is really very important. This helps you a lot. And until the next video, until I come once again with a lot of positivity, stay blessed. God bless you.